Hello teacher, how are you? As you know, my name is Allan Ordoñez and today I will talk about the unit number 2 of the 21st century book of English. Okay, the title of the unit is Say Your Way. For me, it's a deep phrase that you can interpret only in one way. At the beginning of the humanity, our ancestors had a necessity to create a way to communicate with others. The entire living things in the world need a way in which they are able to pass what they think. Animals, plants, and humans have a own system of communication that are able to understand. Obviously, they have different ways of speaking. For example, an animal is able to have conversation with other animal by sound, movement, or action that we cannot understand. Therefore, my point of view is that we communicate in different ways depending on our language code, but all have the necessity to do it. As we know, there are a lot of language around the world. The action that determines a language is when a group of persons is able to understand and communicate among them by this useful tool. So, there are many countries in our world. There are different languages spoken in the same place, and there are many ways to transmit the same message. There are formal and informal ways to speak, but depending on the situation you are, you will use the ones that agree on the moment. So next, to continue, we will going to talk about the unit number 2. So let it go. Okay, in unit number 2, we'll learn about 2 innovative ways to transmit our message in a short and fast way. In other words, making a reduction of the message. These 2 ways are the emoji and emoticons, which are placed in the informal way to speak. Many people don't believe that these are ways of communication, but really, they are a type of language. Actually, these are almost useful tools of communication that people around the world are using because are easy to understood and reduce words by punctuation mark or pictograph, meaning that we save our valuable time. That lesson, that lesson focus on how we can get our ideas using uncommon way of communication. Many people think that emoji and emoticons are a complex style to express our message, but there is not like that. This system is spread through the entire world, providing benefit to the ones that use them, and being a tool of universal use. So, to continue to get deeper on what I was telling you, I will begin to talking a little bit of emoji. So, emoji is a visual representation of an emotion, object, or symbol in which they are commonly used in modern communication app or social networking apps such as Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, Twitter, Snapchat, etc. Uh, Emojis exist in various genres, including facial expression, common object, place, and types of weather and animals. The word emoji comes from Japanese origin, which it means picture and moji means character. So then the other side is the emoticon. The emoticon is when we use a picturesque representation of facial expression using characters. Usually can be punctuation marks or numbers or letters to express a person feelings. So, in other words, is that emoji and emoticons are like reduction waves to transmit a message to anyone. For example, I want to be fast. I want to write in a, a fast way. I need to use emoji or emoticon. For example, I want to demonstrate people that I'm happy. I can make a emoji or I can make emoticon to show all people that I'm happy and all people can be able to understand what I am feeling in this moment. So at final, to continue by the relation that we need to do in this video, my YouTube recorder connection that I want to do if with the unit number 2 is with freedom. This topic for me is unexpected, but thinking there an extreme connection between freedom and the lesson's topic. By the use of emoji and emoticons, the way that we express is in a part unaccepted and accepted by many people. But the way to express what you want is easier by emoji and emoticons. This is a method that by once is agreed, as I am saying before, but by others is not. In addition, anyone are available to make what they want and to express their ideas or feelings in the way that they prefer. But people don't understand these things. People, for people, it's easier to criticize what the way that we express our ideas, but they don't understand that emoji and emoticons are like the modern boom that we have in work because they are very easy to understand. Anyone can understand. For me, some ones are confused to understand because they have double interpretation, but there are many of them that are easy to understand. Okay, therefore, in other sides, freedom is the power of right to act, to speak, or think as one wants. So, in conclusion, for me, the thing that I want to transmit it is to understand that we need freedom to be able to use emoji and emoticon because we are speaking and thinking as we want without any consent of anyone. As I am saying, the use of emoji and emoticons for me and for many people give a extra value to the message that we want to transmit. A really incredible example of this in a daily life problem is, for example, I send a text to my girlfriend and I send, "I love you too much." For my girlfriend, this text will be nice, will be good, but for example, in other side, we send a message to my girlfriend, putting a heart, then "I love you too much," then a symbol that show like a people giving a kiss like that, and another heart. For me, the second text will have a better value than the first. So emoji and emoticons for me is that way to demonstrate more our feelings. And the use or employ of letters in text is like a third way to express our feelings. So teacher, thank you for your attention. I hope you like the video.
like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here